Oilers Nation After Dark begins now.
Well, that wasn't the most exciting Edmonton Oilers hockey game I've ever seen. One of the sloppier ones we've seen in recent memory, which may be an issue for these Oilers, similar to Tuesday against the New York Rangers. Tonight, while Stuart Skinner was still solid, he was not able to make up for some of the Edmonton Oilers' miscues, specifically in their own end. Specifically, Evan Bouchard. We are back, baby. You know it when Bouchard's making plays like that. Tough one, frustrating one. Hey, Jays are up 5-1 right now, so we've got some positivity here as the Edmonton Oilers.
We're up.
Mad Max, let's go, baby. As the Edmonton Oilers lose 4-2 to the New York Islanders down in New York. It's UBS Arena. UBS, not USB Arena. But hello and welcome to After Dark. I'm your host, Bordzy. ONAD is a presentation of Bet365. Download the app today because whatever the moment, it's never ordinary at Bet365. Do so responsibly. Do so. We cashed one. The David Tomasek power play point tonight was probably the only positive that I had throughout this one, but also the Blue Jays. You looking through my phone right now?
I just want to see. Okay.
It's not fully updated yet. Yeah.
Okay.
Stuart Skinner will check into his numbers. As you can tell this evening, I am joined by the man next to me and the man in the chat who says, good evening, my pal, Liam Horrobin, host half of Oilers Nation every day. I had Tyler for pregame. I get you for postgame. You kind of got the shit end of that deal as it's later, and we have to talk about that. Vibe check.
Pretty bad. Pretty sloppy game from the Edmonton Oilers, I think, to say the least. I think
capital S on that.
I mean, who'd they play? The Islanders, 2 breakaway goals from bonehead mistakes. Third goal, nice goal, I think, from Hallback, good quick play. Yeah. But overall, just pretty bland effort, I think it's probably fair to say.
Yeah, it just felt, anticlimactic, not a heck of a lot going on. And the Edmonton Oilers, well, there's been bright spots, right? We've seen the Breadman play well. We've seen some moments from Tommy Smokes, Noah Philp, whatever.
Who?
I would say this has been, I don't know. We don't know. He's got the Jeff Skinner Award right now. But this Oilers offense hasn't been as threatening, as scary as it has been in years past. I don't want to, it's only 4 games into the season, but it does feel more pedestrian than usual, specifically for some of the big names in one, Connor McDavid, Leon Draisaitl. Don't think that's going to last very long. But I was counting on a point night tonight for the Edmonton Oilers. Brett, how can I help you right now? What's going on?
Bring your microphone.
Me?
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm coughing. I can't do this.
There we go. Let's get caught up in the chat because we know win, lose, or draw. We're here as a family, and we're talking it out as a family. Dougie Waite show turn. He's in, and he says, trade nurse. Dougie, we're really starting with this. I let you back in on the chat. Don't you do me dirty like this. We know he's got a no movement. We know that's not going to happen. Either way, Matthias Janmark says 97, passes it to the least offensive guy in the league. 97, doing a lot of passing tonight. Would like some more shooting out of him. Obviously, Liam Horrobin said good evening. Derek Knight, he said some weird stuff. We'll get in there in a minute. Jeff Skinner's ghost asked Coach what happened tonight. I love that Jeff Skinner's ghost is still in here, still hanging. Lance Kane, Mr. Positivity, says that's hockey, baby. Don't be bitter, be better. That's what I tell everybody in my fantasy football leagues. Matthias Janmark, throwing his teammate down the drain. He says, yeah, let's trade Bouchard. I'm done. People, it's the good with the bad. It's the double-edged sword that is Evan Bouchard, and we'll get into it. Positive, I know you agree with this, and I know we're going to talk about it. Mackay and Dry. Matt Savoy was amazing. He's been awesome through 4 games here for the Edmonton Oilers. We talked about it. He just doesn't make the wrong play very often for such a young guy, for such a small guy. His compete, his battle, his hockey IQ, everything about him has been pretty awesome so far. Ryan S. Okay, new rule. Tyler and Liam can't jinx the games anymore. I don't think you did. Did you? I mean, we definitely did on pre-gaming. I thought point night. So
jinxes don't exist. And the numbers I read out earlier about David Rittich were just facts.
That's facts. Stats are facts. Facts are stats.
There's nothing you can do about it.
Rusty the Reckless, he's in $5 super chat in support of the Ben Stelter Foundation, a cause very near, very dear. We raised some money for the Ben Stelter Foundation down here tonight at Greta. Rusty, $5. Can't wait for all the Bouch hate tonight. Made some bad errors. 78 games left in the regular season. Cup year. Let's go Oilers. You don't have to do it, Liam. It's okay. QF Pro 21, $10. Horvat owned us tonight. Yeah, he did. Not one, not two, but three on the evening. Bouch looked like he was paying more attention to the Jays game than his. To be fair, I think a lot of us were in Canada today. Stu is the most dialed in Oiler right now. Fact.
Who's good?
I'm not worried, and neither should you be. If anyone's worried, that's why we're here. That's why we're in the After Dark. We're going to talk it out.
Yeah.
Licensed or unlicensed citywide therapy, as we have dubbed it before. Cadbury Mini Egg, $5. This game just makes me miss Mangia RNH Savvy. Broken Heart. That shit was borderline fringe line 1. I could agree with that. And once again, thought Nuge was going to get a severe look as a centerman down the middle of the ice, but we know Nub. We like to blend that shit up. Alex is in 279. If I'm Skinner, I'm fighting Bouchard.
Well, I think they can probably call it even.
I was about to say, I don't think if Stuart Skinner is like probably like one of the few guys in that room that can't play that game.
I'm sure that comment was just flipped after the Calgary.
Yeah, like
matchup.
legitimately.
Yeah, I don't know. Skinner was the third goal. I think it probably a bit unfortunate, but the other two, like,
snipe, dude.
I mean, didn't one go off the post and one's just an immediate breakaway? Like,
it is what it is. It is what it is. It's sometimes the double-edged sword. That is one Evan Bouchard. $10.5 million sword there, which I'm still down for. I shouldn't have thrown that in there. Mr. Burns, $5 tonight. We were really missing Hyman and Perry going to the front of the net. Plenty of hockey left. Cup, yeah. What I'm missing on this team is someone who's just willing to rip the puck, a la Ryan Nugent-Hopkins, who has been looking more like death taxes, low blocker Nuge to start the year. Liam, before we unpack it all, let's unpack the fun we had down here at Greta Bar. Notice my new sign, Nation Citizens Watch Party. This is going to stick up here for the entire year because we're going to be here throughout the season. Awesome night tonight. We gave away a signed Andrew Mangiapane jersey. We gave away some Oiler tickets, some Elks tickets, and even a $100 tab or a bar tab for someone here tonight. Gave away some merch, some stickers. Liam, always a good time at Greta Bar. Would have been much better time at the Oilers won. Jays still up 5-1.
Yeah,
man on second right now.
IFK, is that right, Breadman?
IKF.
Love baseball. He's on
two big ball guys right here, if you know that.
An Agent Zero is up. He swings. Ball in play. He's out of first.
Sorry for the podcast listeners, but a great time down here at Greta. Liam, what'd you get to eat tonight?
I had 2 scoops of ice.
If you didn't hear that properly, it was 2 scoops of ice cream. What did you get? Pistachio or what'd you get?
No, I didn't get pistache. I got cheesecake, strawberry cheesecake, and cookies and cream. There was a comment actually in the chat, and let's communicate a little bit here, chat. It came in from Jeremy, I believe. I would just like you to explain yourself, and it's fine. And whatever your comment. Savoy passing Kulak as the Bet365 most overrated player on the Oilers. Please elaborate. I would love to know what you saw tonight that we didn't. Is kind of what I'm wondering.
And that's 2 slaps to the face right now because you're coming to my boy Brett Kulak around that. I don't think Kulak's overrated by any means. He's a 5th, 6th defenseman on the Edmonton Oilers. That's exactly what he is. He's a damn good one.
He's arguably better when he plays up the lineup. Which is kind of funny.
Can do a little bit of this, a little bit of that. He says, doesn't Savoy have as many points as Janmark this season? Yes, Savoy is a undersized energy 4th liner who may someday work his way up to the 3rd line. Not yet.
Okay, he's also played 6 games in the NHL, or 7, 8.
I think 8. I think 8 now.
Just let's not hop on these guys too much at the moment. I don't think that's
Savoy does so many little things right. It's like he's quite mature for the 6 games that he has in the NHL.
I would love to know, and maybe someone has a number. Just give me a player, for example. How many rookies who are forward rookies, let's just say forward specifically, his defenseman can trickle on there, play on the penalty kill?
Not many, Liam. I'm sure not many.
I don't remember the last time the Oilers had a rookie on the penalty kill. Never mind seeing another one in the league.
And one that when you're watching him is passing most of the tests. He's making the smart plays. He's making the smart reads. I mean, once again, I guess I'll agree with part of his comment in here that down the road, I think he's going to be a very, very good player. I think Tyler tonight said that guy is a top 9 winger who plays 1,000 games in the NHL, written all over it. But let's get back to the real point at hand here and what happened tonight, because this game, it's one word. And it's sloppy with a capital S. It started in the first period. It carried over from the Rangers game on Tuesday. They were bad with the puck in the first period. It was Stuart Skinner having to bail out the Edmonton Oilers in his own end. We saw Evan Bouchard commit one of his most patented turnovers, lazily leaving his own defensive zone, tries to make a move, and before you know it, it's on the Islanders' stick and it's going the other way. Obviously not the most hustle on the back check, but we know Evan Bouchard, whatever it is. So it starts off bad like that, and you go, okay, there's the one for Bouch. There's the mistake. Get it out of the way. It's shocking it hasn't happened already in the first 3 games. And you thought maybe he'd find it. He'd dial in. You even saw at points Chris Knobloch throughout the game was sitting Evan Bouchard down, not a full bench, but a partial bench. And then I tell you, there was a moment in the second period where Evan Bouchard turned the puck over in his own end twice in the same play. He was somehow on one knee, turned the puck over again. It was a rough game for one Evan Bouchard. It's nothing new for Edmonton Oilers. This is the thing I said before in the playoffs, that sometimes his best asset, it's his worst in different situations. In the regular season, it looks like lazy, lackadaisical, dumb play. Sometimes in the playoffs, though, that very lackadaisical stuff is what makes him so controlled and composed in the most intense moments. So you have to take the good with the bad. But tonight, Liam, that was Evan Bouchard, the bad. It was bad. It was bad.
And to be fair, it wasn't particularly close. Like I don't think the Oilers made a lot of, how do I word this? They made a lot of mistakes in like when they were passing and that kind of side of things. But I don't think they necessarily made like too many mistakes that led to like awesome opportunities for the Islanders outside of Evan Bouchard a couple of times. Like the other ones too, like untimely penalties wasn't great from them. Like questionable one on Thomas. Like I thought it was a bit unfair, but
that was weak. That was weak as hell.
It was clear what had happened.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But either way, I guess there's like a player who's been in the league for a while, like Scott Mayfield, you take advantage of that. But for Bouchard, you'd like to say just simplify it a little bit, but that first one against it, he didn't do anything. Like it was so simple. All he did was try and like move the puck. It was just very strange. So I'd like to see a bit more from him, obviously, but to give some people a bit of reassurance of Evan Bouchard in the past, of where we've seen this before and it has got better. You may all remember back to the Toronto Maple Leafs last season on the road. Evan Bouchard puts one right up the ass of whoever ended up being. I can't remember who scored the goal. Toronto ended up winning. Edmonton pretty much had control of that game last few minutes. Tried to clear of the ice, and someone goes in the middle, they score. The next game, I'm pretty sure it was right off the face-off within the first few minutes at least. Against the Ottawa Senators, Evan Bouchard does like the slowest move through someone's leg and goes top cheese. So let's hope for the best.
Yeah, once again, it's nothing new. This is going to happen a couple times throughout the season for one Evan Bouchard. Also, we apologize. Couple camera issues, technical on the other side. I hope you guys can still hear us. I was a fan. Bang, there we are. We're back. I like that. Maybe people thought I was just longingly looking at you for that long because it was frozen like that, staring into those beautiful brown, blue.
They're blue.
How have I never
looked?
Yes, we're never really side to side like this. Obviously the game started sloppy. Stuart Skinner, I thought, held his own for the Edmonton Oilers, very similar to that first period against the New York Rangers. Stu tonight, 21 of 24 for an .875. I do think he was better than that. He was bailing out Oilers defenders. He robbed Anthony Duclair at one point. He robbed Bo Horvat at another. He had some Islanders shooters looking very frustrated. And Stuart Skinner, that 15 pounds might make a serious difference because he is moving like an entirely different goaltender, like the goalie we saw in his rookie season when I believe he put up a .914 save percentage. He's laterally quick as hell. He's tracking the pucks. His rebound control looks good. I understand. Hey, he lost a game tonight. He has below a 900, but I do think he was better than that. And another game here, I think it's something to build off for Stu. Dare I say some consistency in his game, Liam? Let's go.
So last season, I had this whole thing. You may remember, Aaron, because you watch the show every day, like a true fan.
It's true.
I don't like save percentage. I don't think it's an accurate stat because I think it can be very flawed. Like tonight, at the end of the season, people are going to look back on Stu's game tonight and be like, oh, he allowed 3 on the Islanders who hadn't had a win all season. He had an .875.
Bad game.
It's like,
no,
he actually, this was a quality start from Stuart Skinner, and he gave you the opportunity to win the game Unfortunately, his number one defenseman definitely wasn't playing that way tonight, allowing a couple of grade A chances to get through, and they ended up scoring. But like you said, he had a really good save against Anthony Duclair. I think, like you mentioned, a Horvat one. I'm sure there was one other one in there too.
There were several.
And I'm convinced he would have saved that Kyle Palmieri one that he fluffed on. So I'm happy with Stu's performance. Back-to-back games, he's giving you the opportunity to go in there and win. To be honest, and people might disagree, I think the goalies have given the Oilers 4 really good games, and unfortunately, one huge mistake, do not get me wrong, in Game 1 against the Calgary Flames is the only thing that has really gone terribly wrong for them.
I'd say for the Oilers, their defensive game has been the brighter spot so far this year.
And
coming in
without Wallman.
What beautiful point right there. You even started the season with Regula, and then obviously he gets lit up by one of Evander Kane. You got Troy Stetcher in the game today, who I don't really know if many Oilers defenders had a great game. Maybe Matthias Ekholm. Brett Kulak was fumbling pucks. Ty Emerson, good game. Another good game for one Ty Emerson. But I'd argue that throughout the 4 games here to start, the Oilers' defense and goaltending has been what's carried them through, and it's been the Oilers' offense or lack thereof a little bit to start this year. I don't want to harp on it too much, but would you agree? We mentioned it there. Pedestrian offense so far here from the Oilers. We'll get into it with the Oily. Shoot the puck when it is on your stick. This has always been an issue for the Oilers, but we heard it all summer. Connor McDavid, I want to prove that scoring, 50 or 60 was not a fluke. There was one. Troy Stetcher came around the side of the net. McDavid had Rittich down and out, decided to pass the puck over to Stetcher, who then had his hand the wrong way, fumbled it, giving up an opportunity. And I think that applies to a couple of Edmonton Oilers, besides Ryan Nugent-Hopkins. The Oilers offense, they're going to figure it out eventually, right? But it's never a bad idea to rip the pill.
5 shots for Nuge tonight.
5? Hell yeah.
5 for McDavid, apparently. I only remember a few of them. He should have had 6, to say the least. Roslovic got 4, but 2 from Draisaitl. He got the goal. It didn't feel like. I know
McDavid 5 didn't feel like 5 to me at all. But
I know Rittich played well. I don't want to take that away from him. But how often was it holy smokes, what a great save? Sometimes again, I don't want to take anything away from Liam when I say this, but sometimes on the power play, it's pretty obvious where the puck is going to go. And I don't always value those saves as much as maybe other people will. As we watch this every game, I could tell you how many times you're going to pass over to that side and it's Draisaitl over on Nugent Hopkins, for example. So he played well. They got the win, but I would just like the one at the end, and McDavid clearly knew it. He seemed to be upset with himself as he was passing it. You got to get that instinct out of you. You got to put it in the net. You're the best player in the world. You will score that goal. And if Rittich makes that save, credit to him. But you didn't even give him a chance to make the save. He didn't shoot.
You got to fire that puck on net. Matthias Janmark, he's in the room. He's probably back at home if they're on a roadie. He says the Stars are just off to a slow start. Once again, we're used to the entire team having shit starts to begin the year. I'll take the best players maybe being a little bit slower than they usually would be. We'll be fine. Also, this guy's going off. Jeremy, Kulak always sucks. Brett, that's a timeout. That's a timeout worthy. I will not allow any of that because that is just blasphemy. That's just straight up fucking lie. Now, obviously, I don't think he had the greatest game tonight. He says the Oilers are the least physical team in the league. They're definitely up there. The Oilers are going nowhere with Skinner. They went to back-to-back Stanley Cup finals with Skinner, right?
I believe
Would
so.
you clarify that as nowhere? Classify that as nowhere?
Yeah, I believe
that's somewhere. But let's get into it. Let's relive it all with the Greta scoring summary brought to you by my favorite spot in the entire city, Greta Bar, Arcade Bar, street food. Excellent night down here tonight. We got an Oilers L. We're currently working on a Jays W. I polished off a plate of hot wings, which that's their game day Thursday. Dude, they have the most amount of meat on their wings I think I've ever. You're bang for buck on Greta wings through the roof, especially on a Thursday wing night game night. I had some of those. Also scarfed down some dill pickle fries.
Oh, very nice.
Which that dip, never done crack cocaine before, but I assume that it is similar to that because I'm still thinking about it. Getting the shakes right now. Also, Daniel said, off night for Kulak, but he doesn't suck. You're damn right. Thank you very much. But yeah, he had a bad game. I think several Edmonton Oilers had a bad game tonight. But let's relive it all. Kick it off 1-0 for the not the Edmonton Oilers, the New York Islanders, the orange and blue. It's getting me confused. It's Evan Bouchard with a brutal giveaway in his own defensive end, crossing his own blue line. Lackadaisical as hell, where one Well, one of those few high-end skilled players, I'd say, on the New York Islanders. Matt Barzal would be number one on my list of do not give the puck up to that guy in the offensive zone. That's exactly what happened. Tough play there. Tough play at center ice from one Evan Bouchard. Maybe you'd like a little bit more hustle on the back check. I don't know if that's just me being nitpicky. Exactly. I don't know. Stuart Skinner looks like he kind of tracked this one all the way. The other team gets paid millions of dollars as well, and Matt Barzal gets paid to score goals just like that one. Liam, this is hard to watch, dude.
You know, there's probably one guy in the Islanders you don't want to give breakaways to. Matt Barzal.
Probably him.
The one highlight they showed of this where Matt Barzal, the puck literally just disappeared in the replay they showed on Sportsnet tonight, and it was just like, damn, that puck was just gone. I mean, there's not much to break down here. It's a terrible play from Evan Bouchard.
Don't do that.
Like, I'll just move the puck a little quicker, man. Like, just put it off the boards, you know? Like, just very...
There was a half second there. That's okay.
Yeah.
Their play's not there. It's going to die here.
And just realize who's coming towards you. Like, no, you understand your situation.
Southpaw says it himself. Bouchard didn't realize that was Matt Barzal. Fair enough. Linscane says, do we want Barzal at the deadline? Yes. Yes, we do.
Absolutely.
I mean, obviously we do. Brett, seeing some people out here saying Bouchard heavy on the jeans. Jeans Bouchard. Jevin Bouchard. It's a tough one, but we'll officially give the jeans to Bouch tonight, right?
What is the jeans?
The jeans is a player.
So there's some lore about Oilers Nation after dark this couple times last year.
The jeans are given to the player who has been deemed to kind of play like somebody who they just picked out of the crowd and
that is wearing jeans underneath their equipment.
Yeah.
They said, you come out tonight, you're the special guy, get out. Evan Bouchard was wearing full denim. What did somebody on Tuesday? They said coveralls. That's how bad it was. The jeans he was wearing. The
Full
Gene Mark in here as well. Denim Bouchard.
Wow.
That's a great description, right? It's
Okay.
chafing on the inside. It doesn't feel good.
I think we need to get this out as a clip. Right? I think people need to know about this. So who gets the most jeans typically?
Oh, Matthias Janmark by a fucking
yeah.
mile, brother. It was the Gene Mark Award was how he basically gave it out.
And I have jeans permanently tattooed on my leg.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, one of the words, one of the Easter eggs in this thing is jeans.
Oh, that is so good. I did not know about this.
Well, don't worry. There was more jeans moments for Evan Bouchard, but there was a good one here with Leon Draisaitl scoring his third goal of the season on the power play where, shout out Bordzy's Bankroll, Tommy Smokes, power play point assisted by Tommy Smokes and one Connor McDavid. Tomasek was able to keep it in. McDavid with the puck down low, and he feeds our pal Leon Draisaitl. That's what he's going to do 9 times out of 10. Beautiful to see the Oilers. They didn't get a single power play chance against the New York Rangers. Also, did Jays just score a run, or is that?
And then they got him out. They got a run. They might challenge.
Man, there's so
It's
much
an
happening.
out.
There's
It's
so
an
much
out.
happening
I'll
right
walk
now.
out at third.
Um,
Tell them about the game.
Beautiful play.
Oh, they're out. They got him out.
Nice. A little bit of everything going on right here. Great night down at Greta Bar. Leon Draisaitl, great hockey player. That's just what he does in that spot of the ice. Getting it done. Tommy Smokes, though, I thought beautiful play. Kept it in. Bang, keeping his stick. And once again, he gets rewarded with his first ever NHL point. Booyah, Liam. What'd you think here?
Second.
Damn it.
Also came on a Draisaitl goal. What did I think?
Oh, yeah. What the hell am I talking about? Yeah.
I think this was a nice goal. Good play by Tomasek to kind of dig in there a little bit. Something I've wanted to see from him more, especially on the power play, which is basically the only time we see him
pretty much.
out there. So really good play by him to keep fighting for that puck, and then Draisaitl and McDavid just obviously do the rest. And it was a timely goal for the Oilers. That was the first time they trailed in a game.
Good strategy. Keep the puck in. Give it to 29-97. Go stand in that blue paint, and usually good things will happen. Zach Hyman's done that a lot before. Also, final buzzer says 29 greater than 97 thus far. And yeah, I mean, I guess that's pretty fair. I would argue that both of them haven't been up to their elite, knock your socks off kind of play, but Leon's, they'll be fine. They'll be fine. The Edmonton Oilers will be fine.
How many preseason games did they both play?
4?
Yeah,
Three or four.
That's the thing. Like, it's the other layer of this. And even with a Bouchard, for example, like, sometimes it is hard to get up to a pace of things. We're only at what, game 5, 4?
That was game 4.
That was game 4. Like, I think we're still doing okay out here.
Dude, I remember last year when we were starting the season, a big storyline to begin the year. A, the Oilers sucking. but B was that you climbed the mountaintop all the way to Game 7 of the Cup final the year previous. Last year, obviously, Game 6 of the Cup final. There is an element of human emotion in you that it is hard to ramp up to get back to that intensity. On the contrary, you get paid millions of dollars to play hockey. You can probably figure it out, but that's not for me to say.
At this point last year, Ty was making his video. Actually, we'd still be going into the third period
Yeah.
against the Philadelphia Flyers, where Ty was moments away from eating cat food.
Yeah, it really was. And the year prior from that was the end of the McDavid era. He said live on After Dark.
A roller coaster.
We've been through it all before. So a couple Bouchard hand grenades. Don't give a shit about that. We'll be fine.
Great comment from Matthew. Stop making excuses for Bouchard. His turnovers are the reason why we lost. Yeah,
I know. We've been pretty clear about that. Said he's wearing jeans, man.
Yeah,
he's wearing jeans under his equipment.
Yeah, like I think Matthew, we're on your side, buddy. Stick around. There's some more good stuff you like, maybe.
I like Final Buzzer said Wallman will save us, but I mentioned it, so maybe the offense not rolling for some of the Edmonton Oilers' number one skill guys, Connor and Leon. You know who it's rolling for? Who's looking good this year? Ryan Nugent Hopkins, his second goal of the season, assisted by one Ty Emerson. Nuge looks smooth as hell on this goal, skating into the offensive zone all by himself, making a little move to get around the defender. And then shout out Mark Spector because he had a beautiful tweet. He had a couple awesome tweets tonight, one going at Bouchard and one complimenting the Nuge, saying, looking like Burnaby Nuge with that wrist shot. Shout out Joe Sakic because look at the release on this bad boy as he brings it into the zone. This is the Nuge that we know and love. That's 100-point Ryan Nugent-Hopkins. That's 30-plus goal RNH we've seen before. Big save, Dave. No big save there. Nuge, snipe that one.
The Oilers, it kind of came out of nowhere a little bit, too. There wasn't too many opportunities created, but, yeah, that was a really good shot by Nugent. Out of all the Oilers forwards, I think he's easily been the most consistent for them. Like he always is, you know. We all know what Ryan Nugent-Hopkins is. He's in his 15th season now, which is an insane thing to have to say. How can you not love him? I think he's had a really solid start to the season. And a guy, too, who has gone from center in his own line to playing on the wing with McDavid or Draisaitl to center in his own line again. Like, put him anywhere and the guy will succeed.
Like this from Janmark. He's not wearing the jeans in the press box. He's dialed in the chat today. He says, great pass by Ty Emerson. Absolutely.
Brett, can you do me a favor? Can you give me 5-on-5 minutes for the defenseman tonight, please? Thank you.
There you go. Shout out to producer Bert behind the scenes. So Oilers are up 2-1. You're feeling good. And then with 17:56 into the second period, the Edmonton Oilers have a power play. And the Edmonton Oilers allow a shorthanded goal against. It would be Bo Horvat's first of the game, first of the season. Shorty assisted by Pulak and J.G. Pajot. Very headsy play from Horvat and J.G. Pajot. You could see it kind of gets rung in there behind the Islanders' nets, and then Pajot, so Horvat just leaves the defensive zone, which they were talking on the broadcast. That is a risk. That is a dangerous play to make, especially when you're shorthanded. But he's cherry picking down the zone, and then J.G. Pajot kind of no look, just backhand, sauces that thing out to center ice where an awaiting Bo Horvat is. He skates in plenty of times, slow as shit, and he snipes on Stuart Skinner. Was that a Vlad Dinger right now?
Home run.
Bang! Liam, back to you.
Blue Jays. Okay, I'll run you through the home run. That's what we want. That's what we want, right?
Yeah, no, yeah. So he swung.
He's circling third right now, coming in home, tapping his chest, giving the lock up to the big man. Steps on home. 6-2 Blue Jays, top of the seventh, 1 out. Back to you, Aaron.
So, yeah.
I'll give you a thing of this. Evan Bouchard. Pull it up again, Breadman. The real Breadman, by the way.
Yes.
None of this Panera and Mangiapane
bullshit going on here.
Okay. I can understand if he is on the other side, skates past Bouchard, and off he flies. They show the reverse angle. I don't know. I didn't see it on this one, but on the Sportsnet one, they show the other angle. And he's just gone. And Bouchard has no awareness of I should maybe follow that guy. And I understand the idea of if this puck comes, he was kind of in the middle of the boards in the center, I guess you could say. That puck comes up there, then it's mine. I can get it back up, and all of a sudden it's 5-on-3 because he's flown the zone. I get it. But you also need to be very aware of that guy and maybe play more center than on towards the boards if you're going to do that. So
he was in offense mode. He was in
Yeah,
offense
full
mode.
offense
You can't
mode.
switch back the other way once you're in O mode.
just very,
Yeah.
very unaware of your surroundings. And one of those nights again, but unfortunately a night that cost Stuart Skinner a quality start and cost the Edmonton Oilers arguably 2 points.
So this is something we're going to be dealing with all season long, and I saw it a lot in the chat, saw it a lot online. The numbers, 10.5 million. Mackay and Dry, 10.5 mil requires spatial awareness.
Yeah,
You would hope, but
I'm not too bothered on October 16th.
exactly. It is what it is. He had to get it out of the way early. Skinner's now had a blunder. Evan Bouchard's had a whole game of blunders.
Yeah.
Now we go. As we move to the third period, Bo Horvat, it's his second goal of the game. This one's on the power play. This one, I'll say it, this was nice. This was Matt Barzal and Bo Horvat, the two best players on the New York Islanders in the moment they needed them most with the special teams, getting it done. You see Bo Horvat waiting there in the slot, locked, loaded, ready to go. Barzal puts that on his tape. Tough one for Stuart Skinner. Try and make that save. It's the Oilers. This is the one where Trent Frederick, was he the one who took the penalty for this one, I believe?
High stick on Schaefer.
Yes.
It's just a play you don't necessarily need to make, but I feel like it's almost instinctual, not to poke him in the face, obviously, but to try and get the stick out of the way and go.
It was a bang bang.
Yeah, so bad play. I kind of feel bad for Freddie because I think he's had a good start to the season.
I do.
Yeah,
I really do.
Okay.
I wanted to get into some underlying numbers of him on the top line. I thought he was okay.
Yeah.
And then he goes out there and scores in his first goal. First game as a 3C. What up, Freddie? Yes, Brett?
I have the 5-on-5 time on ice for the defenseman.
What are we looking at, Brad?
The team leader, not only the defensive leader, but the team leader, Darnell Nurse at 17-19.
That's a bad idea.
Matthias Ekholm, 17-13.
That's a good idea.
Third is Bouchard, 15-54. Fourth is Tony Stretcher at 15-13. Brett Kulak at 14:01 and Ty Emberson at 10:45.
Last question. What did Tomasek have?
At 5-on-5,
Yeah.
9-12.
Okay, that's about standard for him.
Yeah, that feels about right.
I don't think he played in the third period until the end.
We were watching it for a minute there.
really
It felt
don't.
for the first 15 minutes you weren't seeing any Tommy Smokes out
Yeah.
there. And then at the end of the game when they're trying to get a goal,
He's like,
he's
"Ow."
the one that's out there. We were arguing for
Seems-
possibly Matt Savoy getting a couple shifts.
Well, I think you made the point when we were chatting of just, I think you wanted the body out there.
Yeah.
And Savoy.
Plant your ass in front of the blue paint,
Yeah.
score a greasy one, fight for one. That's not Matt Savoy's game. I guess.
Yeah, no, it's not. But Savoy and Howard know they've been proven how to score goals. I know Tomasek has 29 or whatever, but it's a bit of a different style, I guess. I don't know. I guess we got to give that guy a bit more time, but I'm not fully sold yet.
David Tomasek had 3 shifts in the third period.
3 shifts, thank you. And I bet most of them were at the end.
He had one about right after or just before the TV timeout. Another one just after that same TV timeout. Didn't play for 2 TV timeouts, and then right at the end.
There you go.
That's about right.
So
Feels about right.
basically, it was basically 2 shifts.
Yeah.
Because if you're on each side of the timeouts, then
yeah.
Oh well, keep going.
As the Oilers, that's 3-2. Oh yeah, Bo Horvat scored another one, empty netter. It's a hat trick. Congratulations to you, Bo Horvat. As the Islanders defeat the Oilers by a score of 4-2 down at IBS Arena, Irritable Bowel Syndrome Arena, because some guys be taking some shits on the ice tonight. Absolutely. Let's go now to the good, the bad, and the oily. Brought to you by Oodle Noodle. Liam, I know an Oodle man when I see one, and I'm looking at one right next to me. What's your go-to option? I ordered on Sunday. Got spring rolls, got green onion cakes, got a hot Thai box, even some deep fried wontons.
I
got fat on Sunday. I was having a fat
Yeah.
hangover loser day.
Well, you always have to go with a green onion cake.
Yes.
But I've recently come around to the sunny chicken.
Dude.
Is that what you
Dude,
had?
I got that recently, first time ever.
It's
You get the
really good.
rice in the box
Yeah,
and you
it's
get
great. It's great.
I've had ginger beef a couple times, so that's kind of what opened me
Yeah,
up to
yeah,
that
it's not
game.
bad.
Either way, download the Oodle Noodle app today. Sign up. You can get loyalty points. They got all kinds of rewards, all kinds of awesome deals. Shout out Oodle Noodle. Let's kick it off with the good tonight. I think whoever that was, I already forget. I think he's going to severely disagree with it. But
Jeremy.
tonight, Jeremy, we're going with Matt Savoy for the good. This kid, in very limited NHL experience, I believe that was his 8th NHL game. he's turning heads. And while, yes, he's not totally on the stat sheets, he's not scoring goals, he's making the right plays. He's making the smart plays. You pointed out a rookie playing on the penalty kill here for the Edmonton Oilers and fitting in, not fitting out. He's made good plays. He's just a little bit of a jitterbug out there, water bug. He gets in there in the battles. He competes, and more often than not, I feel like he is winning those battles. I thought it was a really, really good game for Matt Savoy. I could have maybe put Stewart's. I don't know really who else could have been good. Throw me some good recommendations in the chat. I'm curious. It felt like it's game 4. Who really totally gives a shit? Yeah. But I feel like there was a lack of good or great in this game. So we went, and I fully believe it. Matt Savoy was good tonight.
Mackay and Dry said it there too.
Yes.
He got 2 penalties called again. He drew 2 penalties. He's just very smart player. He's very poised. I just appreciate his game, and I've been watching this kid play since he was 14 years old.
Let the people know why.
I'm a scout.
Shout out the crew.
Shout out the crew. Shout out the V's. Shout out my dogs at the crib.
Sick.
And
that'll do it for.
He's just got a lot of talent. I think you got to give him a little bit of time to find his offense, but I think it's coming. He knows where to get to on the ice. And again, I'll go back to the penalty kill thing. I just think that's such an impressive thing when you look at someone like Ike Howard, for example, who is struggling to find ice time. I actually thought he played pretty well today. I think he did all right. He had a great back check, actually. I can't remember who that was. Oh, it was Schaefer. And everyone, the Islanders fans are calling it for a trip. That was a fantastic play. And I think, I know this play against the Rangers didn't result in anything, but it's just a bad luck of when he had his shift in the 5th period, goes on a solo mission, turns off, comes back, and goes for his change as he turns out the puck. Knobloch has to be happy with that. I would assume he was probably a team low in 5-5 as well, but I really liked his game today. But the good for me, and like you said, Aaron, probably Matt Savoy.
Yep.
He deserves to play higher up the lineup.
He really does, dude. And I think he's going to get, if he keeps playing this style, because we know Chris Knobloch, he's not going to give you that chance unless he believes that you can carry your weight defensively, back checking, compete level, all those things. I think for Matt Savoy, it is check across pretty much every box. Like Janmark says, he's a mini Nuke.
Yeah, that's a good assessment.
Now, Noah Philp is his younger brother, looks-wise. There's a whole weird family tree thing we got going on right now. OS X Narwhal. Hell yeah. Says Pod Colson was on fire. Janmark Podsy's good. Mackay Dry said he's Matt Savvy. I do like that.
He's savvy. Call him savvy.
He's poised. He's poised as well. Good way to put it.
You know what, too? Like, the thing about Savoy, plays like a pro. That was a great comment from you read that one.
African Child, $5 super chat says, picturing Bouchard in a denim wetsuit after this one. Somebody make that for me. Somebody AI image that. Somebody get Grok on that for me.
That is a good one. That's awesome. That's a very good comment. Wow, this denim thing is so. I can't believe you guys have kept this on the wrap.
The jeans, baby. The jeans. We say a lot of dumb shit on this program from time to time, but the good, we're going with Matt Savoy. With good comes bad, and we're going with Evan Bouchard. I think this one is pretty obvious. I think we've covered pretty much everything about this one tonight. You can just replay it from the beginning or just replay like last year's After Dark, probably somewhere in the middle of December or January. Pick a random one. Something like this might have happened in one of those games for Evan Bouchard. I'm not concerned. This is what it is. Once again, could be a blessing in disguise that, hey, sometimes you just need the kick in the butt. But it's the classic thing of Evan Bouchard, and Stuart Skinner was great tonight, but it does apply to him of why do you need to make these mistakes sometimes? You know that you shouldn't. You've had them earlier in your career. They should stop when you get paid $10.5 million. Granted, once again, you play that much. You have the puck on your stick that much. You are going to have errors. But it wasn't just the one. It wasn't just two. It wasn't even three. And the craziest part of the night for me, Liam, as I was checking along, they did not credit Evan Bouchard with a single giveaway in this hockey game. I don't know who's in charge of that. I don't know who's watching that. Watch the first goal of the game. But stat sheet's going to say no giveaways. Thought it was a tough one for Evan Bouchard. We've already said this ad nauseum. You good to go to the Oilers?
I'm good for the Oilers. I'm just trying to see if there's anything from the Oilers room right now. Oh, here it is. Gene had something from Matthias Ekholm. Let me pull that up really quickly. He said, from Matthias Ekholm, I think one of Evan's superpowers is his ability to forget quickly.
Absolutely.
It is. Luckily, unfortunately for Evan, many Oilers fans remember everything.
My memory is solid as shit, Evan.
I'm not 100% sure if that's intentional. Or not. I really do not know.
I mean, once again, it's like I said, it's his best asset, can also be his worst asset. That same thing, the lackadaisicalness is what makes him composed in the NHL playoffs. His ability to forget, move on to the next play. Bush be a great goalie because he can move on past these things and just kind of bury him. With good comes bad, with bad comes oily. And we went with shoot the puck. I sound like my father, becoming everything you hate. They always tell you you're going to grow up to become exactly your old man. And I found myself several points tonight. Just shoot that puck. Just rip that pill. It's never a bad idea, especially when you're kind of snake-bitten offensively when the Oilers aren't maybe looking up to their normal elite offensive status. Rip that puck. I think Evan Bouchard, I want more Bouch bombs on the power play as well. We can all just picture that one McDavid moment where he didn't rip the puck and sent it over to Troy Stetcher. It will come. It's much easier to say down here in Greta Bar than on the ice when there's things happening a million miles a minute. But I think thoroughly the Edmonton Oilers, and I think they know that, they're aware, and they'll get back to it. Rip the pill and shoot, as it says on the lower third. Liam, do you agree?
Yeah.
All right.
I just don't understand the power play at the moment, in the sense of, like, they set it up differently. So it's a 1-3-1 this year, and there's a bit more traffic in the way of Evan
Log
Bouchard.
jam up the middle.
And I just think, like, that can be good at 5-on-5, but the point of the power play is to be able to generate as many scoring opportunities as you can get, and you've just eliminated your second best shot on it. I honestly, maybe your best, like him and Leon, I guess, can be like either side of it. So whichever way you want to go, I just would like to see that eliminated. But maybe that is because Tomasek is in at the moment more than, I don't know. Like, I don't really know.
I don't know. Once again, Glenn Gulletson no longer running the Edmonton Oilers power play. You mentioned on ONE that it's felt like forever. Play 1 is the Leon one-timer office. Play 2 is the Bouch bomb from off top. And then I argued play 3 is Connor, do schoolyard bullshit and figure it out and do whatever you got to do. But they seem to have eliminated, maybe not eliminated the word, but they've gone less to the Bouchard well to start this season.
One thing that would be interesting if they ever tried it, I don't think they would because it's probably a bit too extreme. But what if, so like you said, you have either shot, either side. So Bouchard would naturally start on the top, make his way down. I wonder if they could do it as like almost a diamond, I guess that would be. Hyman, hypothetically in this situation, Thomas, like whoever. And then you have just McDavid free flowing
Just
through the middle.
Going around?
Yeah. I wish can you guys see this?
Okay.
So that's what I would do. And I know that's a bit unorthodox.
Excellent camera work, Bert. Excellent camera work.
You know what, too? Like,
now it's trying to get it back.
Nugent Hopkins.
We'll do an ad read in a second. That might help us.
Nugent Hopkins is such a good passer that he could run a QB style.
I think the amount of skill level and talent on that Oilers power play, they can do whatever the hell they want.
There's not many that match up with
And once again, we're only 4 games in. We'll see what kind of looks they deliver throughout the year, but I've noticed it. I have noticed it. Let's go now to the hot and cold performers, courtesy of Swiss Donaire. And maybe Brett give you a chance. Try and fix that camera back. Shout out to Swiss Donaire. They're home of the old school Donaire with options if you want some flair. They've been open for 25 years, and now they're open 7 days a week. The pride of the North Side. Swiss Donaire is great for your events at home or office. Check out their location at 8308 144 Ave Northwest or order online at swissdonaire.com. We're done with Boom and Doom. We're not doing that this year. I'm telling everyone on their first guest appearance.
Okay.
We're back to hot and cold performers. So play along in the chat. Brett, I'm going to ask you as well. Liam, who would be your hot performer tonight for the Edmonton Oilers or the Islanders or down here at Greta Bar? I'll give you 3 options.
I can tell you my cold performer from down there.
You can start there. You can start there.
No, I can't do that one.
Hot performer? Anything? Or you can start cold. You can start cold. Do whatever the hell you want.
I mean, the Blue Jays have been a hot performer. How can you not be happy with what they're doing
Good
right
cop
now?
out. Good
That's
cop
a
out.
good one. I'll go with what those guys are saying in the chat right now. Yeah, Mark and Zach there and XR. Nugent Hopkins looking great. 100-point season incoming from XR. How many points is he at now? Probably 3, 4 maybe?
4.
4?
I want to say 4. Janmark's in your hot Nuge. cold guess. Think I got an idea for that one, Bert? You got anything for the hot?
Yeah, I'm going with Ty Emberson.
Nice.
Uh,
Good call.
Couple back-to-back games for him, and he knows that, Jake Wallman's coming back into the lineup here. Regula's played pretty decently, and Troy Sutter had a tough game tonight. So it's kind of on him to make sure that he's still in this lineup when Jake Wallman comes back in. And he has done that so far. I haven't looked if he was on for any of the goals against, but Ty Emberson. Is that a run?
More.
Oh,
He's coming out.
Go, get down, get down, get down.
Do you drop it?
Yeah.
Oh. It's over, ladies and gentlemen.
It's over.
Oh, 8-2.
And the
That
Blue
awesome?
Jays. Yeah, hope you bet
If
the
it's
over
3
on
runs,
that
it's
one.
fine.
So for hot performers, I like Emerson pick. I could go with Vasily Podkolzin, but I'm going to go with Mikhail and Dry because he did throw him in. Bordzy bars are in. Evans Lame, washed like Kevin James. Vibes like 2024 Stanley Cup Final, 7th game. Bow in Heaven and City of NY probably came. Still a cup yame.
Cup game.
Cup game. There it is, Mikhail and Dry. We appreciate you. Just going to check some other super chats. We have anything else? African Child. No, still the denim wetsuit, but that deserves 2. That deserves 2. Let's cover it all together. Evan Bouchard for the cold performer. We all agree?
Yeah.
Yeah. You got anything you want to say, Bert?
Cold performer here. Paid man.
Payton had a tough night.
Payton had a tough night today.
Payton had a tough night. Raphael Devers, is he better than Vladdy?
Hey, do you guys
David
remember
Rittich, he's
when
such
I
a good goalie.
whistled? Remember when I whistled? Oh, Stu sucks.
Stu sucks.
sucks.
McDavid, trade McDavid.
I hope he's watching.
You're not gonna win every game.
We love Peyton. We love Peyton here at Oilers Nation. He is
Fuck
definitely he's the annoying little brother of Oilers Nation. He plays the role well. We need some youth in around us, you know.
I don't know.
He does a lot of the 6-7 bullshit. Yeah, Liam's totally out on all that shit.
Good kid.
Good, great kid, great
God,
kid. He was professional troll tonight in front of all of us, and he does it well. He knows what he's doing.
He knows how to aggravate the
He does. It's very funny. Sometimes I'll watch
You know,
you and Tyler both just be like in succinct, just like
This is how the youth should react. This is a text.
oh yeah, here you go. This is the youth.
This is a text I got from Reese earlier on. Take this however you want. He texted me and I said, I know you don't care, but just so someone is aware, I had to get my tires changed today, and it's going to take a little longer than I thought. Might be a couple hours, so I'll be quite late to Greta. I replied, I will always care about you, Reese.
Fact. Don't you forget it.
2 hours later, Reese followed up. He said, hey, Liam, I'm sorry, I still don't have my car. Is it going to be the end of the world if I don't make it to Greta? I can come if there's more going on after the game, but don't think I'm going to make much of it. Sorry, I thought I'd be in and out of my appointment by now.
Reese leads the league in apologies.
I told him to
He
go
leads
home.
I love him so much. Reese, you had a good
Closely by
time.
me.
Yeah, true. Yeah, actually, yeah, you were.
But to be fair, Reese does nothing wrong.
What the fuck?
Bang,
I had to
Mackay
be called out. on
Mackay
it.
Dry also, he said tall glass of vodka with a straw. No, that's water. That's
Oh.
water. We're not partying right now. Reese is the best. I love everybody here at Oilers Nation. It felt like a staff party tonight here because there's a lot of us down here for the game
Yeah.
tonight. It was an awesome time. And let's go now to Bordzy's Bankroll, brought to you by Bet365, because whatever the moment, it's never ordinary at Bet365. Download the app today. Get in on the moment. Be responsible. Gamble responsibly. Do everything responsibly. And as I say, we don't unit shame. Put down whatever the hell you want on your bets. And if it's a win, it is a win. Doesn't matter what the units are. Doesn't matter what's around it. And tonight, I hit one, and it was the juiciest one of them all. So big fat X for over 6.0 total goals in this hockey game. But technically, that's a push.
Did you get the push?
I'd have to check. I didn't check. But Bouchard 1+ points. I said on pre-gaming, this is the game where Bouch gets back on track. This is the one where it happens. He's gone pointless throughout the season so far. Whoops. Wrong on that one. Dead wrong on that one. But I was correct on a Tommy Smokes power play point tonight at plus 375. So the juiciest one, it hit Mackay and Dry. Bouch got 2 assists technically.
Yeah.
Bet365, let's pay it up, brother. Tough one out there on the Bet365 battlegrounds. We need an Oilers point night to get back, to get flush again. Obviously, I'm gambling responsibly, but hey, here's what you got. Liam, you make any money? Brett, you make any money?
No mas.
No.
Hell yeah.
I had the puck line, and I had Tommy Smokes. Is that what you're calling him?
Yep.
Nuge and McDavid also get 2 shots. Nuge and McDavid obviously carried their load. Tommy Smokes.
Do you like Tommy Smokes' name?
No.
Yeah, you don't. Ty likes it. We like it.
But why?
What do you like?
Not much about him, I'll tell you that. I think he's probably going to be okay, but I'm just not as high on him. Like, I'm just unsure of what he is at the moment.
It seems like he's been given this really nice opportunity to play on the power play when he's not really being trusted to play 5v5. So it is a little bit of a weird situation. I don't know if it's just a straight up placeholder until Zach Hyman, and then you just pop him out, and then it's just specifically for the power play. And I get that in that sense, but Matthias Janmark, I'm still not sure about Tommy Smokes. I don't know if that means the player or the name.
I mean, both is probably. I mean, Thomas Sykes up to 4 minor penalties already on the season. He's a point per minor penalty.
That's been a problem.
Like, and it's also like a bit of like, I get it, like you're jumping in and trying to get involved, and sometimes you can be a bit excited when you're a rookie. Technically, you want to impress a little bit, but I don't know. I'm just not too high on him right now. I think he will be okay though, but I think maybe like a 7-goal season is probably reasonable from him.
Yeah, it could be something like that. Let's finally, I just want to give a quick shout out to our friends, Wilhock Beef Jerky. Come on, only the finest tasting meat products earn that sweet Wilhock name, made from 100% Alberta beef. Their jerky is aged, seasoned, smoked, and marinated to savory perfection. They gladly fill orders of any size. You can find their jerky, sausage, and other products out of their Leduc location. And for more info and to get your jerky on, head on over to WilhockBeefJerky.com. Also, the Bengals are beating the Steelers right now.
Damn.
Joe Flacco?
How are we doing, Joe?
Throwback?
How about the fact that Joe Flacco?
Oh, God, tell me T. Higgins
3
did
TDs
bad.
for Joe.
Joe Flacco.
I benched T. Higgins. You're an idiot, Bordzy. You're
Bum.
so stupid.
Joe
I've
Flacco
got you
and who am I thinking? Aaron Rodgers, bum ass. Both of them on Thursday Night Football, and Max Scherzer just shoved for the Blue Jays.
What year is
Yeah.
this? What year is
Yeah,
this?
right. 2012. This would have been bumping.
I know
I know.
nobody cares about your fantasy team, but I sat here for 20 minutes before pregame and talking to Ty about whether I should start him or bench him. Benched him.
Well, it was
50 yards touchdown.
3 old men putting up 3 hell of a performances tonight. Joe Flacco, Max Scherzer, sorry, and Evan Bouchard.
And I'm 30, and we're about done tonight. Another old man that's got to head to bed because we've got Oilers Nation every day tomorrow, 12:01 Mountain Standard Time. Liam, I already forget. Who do we have on tomorrow?
Steve Peters
Yeah, that was it. That was it.
and someone else. I'm going to say this, and I'm probably not allowed to. Big announcement next week.
I don't know what he's about to say.
That's it.
Ooh.
Oh, I do know what he's about to say. I do know what that is.
is.
Big announcement. You're
Huge.
gonna like it.
Massive. Yeah.
That's
I can't wait for
crazy.
that news to drop. Brett didn't know that news till
I didn't
today.
know until today.
Oh, really? Well,
yeah,
don't say it.
That's crazy.
Yeah, don't say it. Don't say it.
Yeah.
By the way, tune in on Monday. Also, tune in tomorrow on the ON YouTube for Oilers Nation every day. And then this weekend, we are locked and loaded with Oilers content, specifically this face and that face behind the camera. Me and Brett, we got pre and post game on Saturday and again on Sunday. Reminder, the Oilers play 1:30 Mountain Standard Time, I believe, on Saturday against the New Jersey Devils. I'm expecting Calvin Pickard to get that start. Skinner never beat the Devils in his career. Calvin Pickard, 4-1 against the Devils in his career. And then I'd expect Stu to get the Sunday start against the Detroit Red Wings. Brett, Sunday, we got football, we got hockey. Will there be baseball? Who knows? Maybe you'll have to tune in for an awesome sports weekend we got here at Oilers Nation. And also, big shout out to our.
There's so many comments in there that are already happening. Aaron has a girlfriend.
Yeah.
I'm already engaged.
Did Liam find Bordzy a girl? I mean, I don't know if you didn't find it for me, but I've had a girl
You have
for
one.
for
Oh,
a
quite
fair
while.
amount of time now. What else we got in here?
Baby Tyler on the way. That's already happened.
Liam wedding ? Also, shout out to my brother who had a baby this past week.
Yeah.
Shout out.
babies.
Shout out how babies are made. Shout out to you, Matt. Shout out to you.
Fair.
Congrats,
That's
brother. Congrats on it. That'll do it for us. Big shout out to Greta Bar, an awesome Nation Citizens watch party tonight. Thank you, Liam. Thank you, Tyler. Brett, you're the best. My number one guy behind the scenes. Of course, the Greta staff, Wheel Hawk Beef Jerky, Bet365, Odd Company, Oodle Noodle. That'll do it for us tonight. Throw down your courtesy like on the way out. Make sure you are subscribed to the ON YouTube. And we'll talk tomorrow on ONE. And we'll pregame again on Saturday. Good night, everybody.